This video will provide a brief demonstration of our library catalog. Every item that's physically in Ingram Library is listed in our catalog. You can search the catalog through the Book tab on our search box or by clicking on Research Tools and then Catalog. Items you might find in the catalog include our books, government documents, films, microfiche, scores, and dissertations. Our catalog also has the electronic books that we have access to, which you can access using your UWG username and password. We're going to start looking for books on gay marriage. So to do so, we're going to click on the Book tab, and we're just going to search for gay marriage. And by default, we're just searching the UWG library. Once I do that, I get a result of all of the records that have the word gay and marriage somewhere in the record. So these could be all sorts of different items. And on my results page, I can look at the individual items, see their title, who the author is, the basic publication information, which is important if you're creating citations, as well as how to access that particular item. Either it'll tell me it's available in our library and what its call number and location is. In this case, this, for instance, is K699. This tells me J through Z is up on our 3rd floor, so I can write down that call number and find this book. Or it'll give me something that says online access. If it says online access, you could just click on the online access link and it will tell you, it'll give you a direct link to access that online through our databases. If you are off campus, it may require you to enter the MyUWG username and password to access that material. Going back to our home page, we have a number of different things we can do with this results list to make it more useful to us. We can sort it in a number of different ways. My favorite way to do it is by date newest, so I get the latest information on my topic. And it's important to note we're still at 875 results. This doesn't limit my results down in any way, it just rearranges them. But I can also limit and filter my results in all sorts of different ways. So I can say, give me the stuff that's just available physically in the library, give me the stuff that's just available full text online so I can read it without having to come to the library. I can read it from off campus. I can limit by a variety of different types. This says books in 791. Because of different cataloging things, we actually tend to sort other types of stuff than strict books under books. But you can limit it by date. If you're just interested in a particular time period, you can type, say, 2010 in there and just get the stuff from the last 7 or 8 years. You can also, under the filter options on the left-hand side, limit by what part of the library you would like it. So we have one down in our browsing area. We have 65 that are in our stacks. One of the nice things that I also like is you can also limit it to different types of disciplines. So if you're interested in the history perspective, you can click on history. If you're interested in the religious perspective, you can click on B. If you're interested in the law perspective and the legal perspective, you can just get books that are in our law section. One of the other useful things that our catalog will allow you to do is that if you click on a particular book, it will give you all sorts of information about that book. So again, we have the title and its author and its publication information. We have the different ways we can access this online book. And again, you just click that link and it'll take you straight to it. But we also have more details about the information. Sometimes you'll see things like links to its table of contents. One of the most useful things, though, is that for most of our books, we will have subject headings listed to these. These are the Library of Congress subject headings. And basically, with a term like gay marriage, there's lots of ways to refer to that. Some people call it lesbian marriage, homosexual relationships, gay weddings. So our database has decided, the Library of Congress has decided that all librarians, no matter what library they're in, when they're describing this particular concept of two people of the same gender legally tying themselves together, we're going to call that same-sex marriage, regardless of if the author, for instance, calls it gay. And so what I can do is, just like in Wikipedia, you click the blue links for more information, I can click on this blue link, and it will, if I scroll down a little bit, give me 61 other books that refer to same-sex marriage. And some of these do call it same-sex marriage, some of them call it LGBT marriage, families, sometimes they'll call it like same-sex couples, sometimes they'll call it gay marriage, whatever. a lot of times the language even sort of changes and morphs as time goes on. So having one sort of word to refer to that concept can help you find all of the things on that concept. If you decide that you don't want same-sex marriage or specifically law and legislation, you can actually, up here, delete the bits that you don't want. I just hit search. And instead of 61, now I'm getting 132, and they're all about same-sex marriage.